All right, hello and welcome to the 5 p.m. draw of the Old Lang Syne. I'm Jonathan Horowitz, along with Matt Bluestone. Hello, Matt.
Good afternoon.
And we are seeing Mark Bernhard against Nick Koch, we think.
Could be Koch. Could be Koch. There's really no way of knowing.
No way of knowing. We can't ask the guy. He's currently curling. Anyway, we were 2 stones into the first end. Looks like we got a center guard and then guard on the top 12 foot, you'd say, top 8, something like that. Anyway, lead stones here. And looks like that looks a little heavy. Does that look through, Matt?
It's going to stop.
He's going to stop. All right. Back 4. Mark calling for a, I guess like a light top back or a draw, something like that. Unclear. It's all good. So let's just do an intro into our curlers right now. We have for Team Koch, or for Team Bernhard, we have Mike Basula at lead, Missy Dowling at second, Stephen Coberly as the vice, and Mark Skip for Team Koch. We have Anil D'Souza as lead. Is it Anil? Yes. Steve Nolan at second, Catherine Stewart at vice, and Nick Koch as our skip. So second stone here for.
I'm just going to tap and have 2 in the top.
Yep. Second stone here for Mike. And Nick calling for essentially a guard on top there. Who's hammer? Do you know? Probably could figure this out.
Yellow has hammer for this end.
Great. Bernhard has hammer, so Koch is trying the regular tried and true strategy for non-hammer teams, which is you get
one in there and block it all up.
Yep, one in there and block it all up, exactly. And so looking for a guard here from Steve Nolan.
Looks like that's going to come over to the center, which may have been what they wanted.
Yeah, that was what they wanted. I think he wanted a little bit deeper than that, but the goal was to prevent that sort of promote shot, so I think he got there. And now Mark.
Of course, the draw is still plenty open.
But I don't know if you can block the draw on that shot. It's not really something you can block.
You can block the draw or the promote.
Exactly.
And it looks as though this is going to try to be a draw right around where it's going to be.
Coming in. That's close. Let's get around the guard. Definitely. Is it going to get around that yellow? Is it going to end up being sort of a promote anyway? It will hit the yellow.
They're just going to kiss and
not quite enough weight for that. Would you hit here?
I hit here with red.
Yeah, you sort of hit that, yeah, hit that like top yellow here.
No, I think trying to draw around that same side is probably... nope, they're going for the hit though.
Yeah. You would just try and you would try and draw around it again, see if you can get another one in there.
I'm not quite sure if there's enough.
Here's the shot. It's definitely the hit.
there's
wide.
some danger if they hit it. Well, they missed entirely.
You might be right. I don't know if it's there. I think if you hit those two yellows, I don't think that back one's gonna hit the red, but it wasn't something I thought about in that shot. Anyway, Mark's calling another draw. Good piece so far. Excellent. One question about the Old Lang Syne this year, which has consumed people, is the question of, we've had a clock for most of the year's curling club, but there's no clock in the Old Lang Syne. And the question is, are the draws actually going to be happening on time? And this draw did start on time and is currently still on time, which is awesome.
They have built in a little bit of a buffer in between draws.
I think that's for a straight.
Some of them.
That's true. They did build a little bit of a buffer.
So yellow added a fourth in the top of the house.
The red still shot. First shot for Catherine. And looks like she's gonna hit. Oh no. Oh, still shot.
Yeah, that was a bit dangerous.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It was similar to the risk I envisioned in the previous set. I mean, worst case would have been hitting that yellow back into the red that's in the back.
Yeah. It is a very precarious position for red, because while they are shot stone, if they get rid of it or move it at all, you're staring down a lot really quickly without a hammer. It's a little scary. Bernhard drawing again.
Yellow's going to try to come down on top of that red.
You want to wait till the next? What sheet do we want to do?
Wouldn't mind tapping it back a bit. Looks like it's going to be narrow.
Doesn't look like to be narrow, but they might be able to get the promote for a shot. And yes, they do. They got shot rock out of that. Oh, you're deciding on the... Yeah. You want to do the same shot? So Nick looks like he's starting to draw here. Try and outpace that for Catherine's second.
The in-house gamblers have come out, so you will soon hear them start to cheer for the results of these individual ends.
Yep. Also, there's free honey on the middle table if you want to come out and get some
Come
honey.
down to the club, pick up free honey.
Exactly. You can be early for Rosh Hashanah. Alright. Mark calling for a hit here. I assume it's a hit and roll.
They would love to hit this on the inside and get a second counting stone in there.
There's a shot. Stephen Coverley to throw it.
Magic shot, of course, being to bounce back and hit that second red as well.
Yeah. That's only there if you're Briar Lovin.
Looks like they've got the first one on the inside.
No, I think they're missing it.
Or are they going to go right by? They went right by.
That was close. I thought they had it. Man. That sucks. Alright, so what would you do for Nick here?
Try to draw in on the button.
You draw it on the button? Because the other option is if you have that you could have that corner promote of that red. No, the red in the house, right? You can hit on the inside there, or you can hit on the outside. Either way, you don't need to move it that much.
Feels riskier.
That's fair.
To be just over an angle.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on the straight draw there.
It looks as though that's what they're calling for.
Yep. And looks heavy. Catherine's not calling sweep. Oh, they are sweeping though. The front end. Steven and Neil sweeping up a storm. Are they gonna get it past that yellow?
No, it just taps.
It just taps. Oh wait, that's out. Okay, it's actually a much better position for them now because now they're second.
There is enough of a port to squeeze through.
There is a port to squeeze through. The hit and roll is also a little bit easier now. You can only throw like control weight at it, and you don't need to move that far.
Yeah, they can try the same shot as last time, more or less.
Yeah, exactly. You can, yeah, and then you don't need to roll as far, and you're really behind cover for 2. It is a tough one. So let's look at a slightly different angle here as they look at the shot. So. Huh. You're it. Okay. Never mind.
Well, unfortunately, we aren't able right now to bring you the overhead camera.
Yeah. But but it's very clear that red is 2 and 3, just lying right on the back of the forefoot, and actually 2, 3, and 4 even. That those 2 stones on the edge, on the right edge of the house, are 3rd and 4th shot. So yellow is 1, but beyond that, it's red's 2, 3, and 4.
So yellow is indeed lined up for the hit and presumably roll.
Yep.
Much less risk on this one of missing entirely and going through.
Yep.
Now if they catch this thick, there's some chance the front raid could ricochet and go in towards the butt.
There is that. That's true. But I don't think you don't want to play for that, because the worst case scenario really is that you hit it nose and then that doesn't really change anything materially.
Yep, they get
oh man,
right
they missed
through
again.
that gap. They managed to.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It's unfortunately a field goal is worth 3 points in football, but it's not worth 3 points in curling.
We'll be awarding bonus points here in the booth after the match.
Correct.
They can redeem them for free honey.
What are you gonna do, sheet 2? What are you gonna do, sheet 2? Let's do 2. Okay.
Okay, the cards are going out.
The cards are going out, and thus it begins.
Which card would you take here if you could take your pick rather than having it randomly?
1 yellow.
One yellow is definitely one of the favorites.
I would pick 1 yellow.
Okay, there's 6 left. What are we talking about here?
Score for this end. 1 yellow, 1 red, 2 red.
Not enough weight for
Not
him
2
to do,
red,
not
maybe
enough-
2 yellow.
Not enough weight for him to do the slant for 4.
Correct, but I don't think he's going for the slam for 4 here.
Come on, go for the slant for 4. Take Mark down at the knees.
He is the tap and staying in there, but he's essentially just
Oh.
replaced red's previous second with a new
Another
second.
Yeah.
Red still remains shot. Red still remains 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, probably. It's close.
Double.
You don't need the double. You just need to roll in. You just need to roll in.
The double promote.
I'm talking about. Sorry. Do we have?
We can do this. I don't know if it'll end up on the stream, but yeah. Where would you put it?
So that's the preview.
Yeah.
So we're going to transition ourselves to the overhead cam.
The stream is fixed.
Fine then, we're transitioning back. Yoink, hit. Slant to there. That one goes out. That goes out. You sit a whole bunch of.
And then the back one as well. Why not?
This guy goes out. That guy hits here, bounces there, goes this way. That guy goes out that way.
All right, so Grant has figured out the quadruple.
No, the triple. The triple to set for major points.
The quadruple might not be relevant. We don't know whether that back red is closer than the back corner.
That's true.
yellow.
So
We'd have to measure
if you
comes
hit
to-
the inside of the front red onto the back red, you should be able to get a double there and then get one more. Anyway, here's the shot.
It doesn't look like that's
Right
what
there.
they're going for at all. I think they're taking the more conservative drawing for 2.
It does look like it's a more conservative drawing for two. Are they gonna be able to get it past that
Bumping,
red? One yellow.
and they just get the 1.
Yep. Called that one. All right. A good start for both teams.
And our
You-
current benchmark is 10 stones in the house. I think we can beat that in the future round.
Yeah.
It's a decent start.
That's a good one. That's a good side pot.
We got up to 13 in one of our ends.
That sounds like a terrible end.
No, it was a brilliant end. It was non-stop drawing back and forth and wound up scoring just 1.
Okay. But generally, you would expect a hit at some point.
Yeah, I think just the way things were distributed mixed up together.
Yeah. So
Just a quick check-in and scores on the other sheets that you can't see them. On sheet 1, red leads by 1. On sheet 3, yellow by 1. And
sheet
sheet 4
four.
hasn't posted.
Sheet 4 is not posted. You're right.
Sheet 1, that's Team Gottschalk leading cross. And sheet 3 is Mike Sherry trailing Dixon.
No, you got to be clear on that. It's M Sherry.
Also known as M. Sherry number 1.
Yep. Here we go. And so we have a center guard over by Team Bernhard. Nice job by Mike. And I don't know. Oh, yeah. And there's corner guard, corner-ish guard, corner guard enough. Mark to
Well, nobody's thrown a corner guard. It's a lovely center guard, and then drew right down to it. Just tapped it a bit.
let's see, we can get around. Basically, they're trying to draw in here.
They're letting it stop, and it is.
That looks very heavy. Nick about to speak. Is he going to be able to
all
do
the way
it?
to the button on its own.
Just back button. That's a very nice shot. I thought it was a little bit heavier than that, but that's a great shot by Mike. Great shot by Mike. Now Anil to throw. Anil with a very unique slide. Not always the most accurate of curlers, but has gotten a lot better. Trying to sit on top. They're sweeping hard.
It's curling. It's going to hit that front guard.
Is it gonna hit that front guard? Yeah, you're right. You got that. Good call. But that yellow's now open, which isn't the worst thing for red. Mark calling a guard here. So the most random thing that happened with Mark was I was at a concert at Shuba's about in October, November. There were about 200 people there, and one of them was Mark Bernhard. A very interesting moment of seeing somebody in a space where you weren't expecting to see them.
Most of these curlers, I believe, don't exist outside of.
Correct.
And perhaps the log. That's It's a bit far in for the guard that I think they wanted.
That's not bad, actually. It's behind 2 guards, and it's second shot. It does put some pressure on Nick.
The double takeout is here.
Double's always there. Just like the triple's always there. Pretty straightforward. You just hit that top, you hit that guard yellow, runs back, runs into 2 yellows. Triple takeout. Easy. And dinner's ready. So if you come down to the club, you can get dinner. Alright. For sure. Alright, so, got a hit there to knock out the yellow a little bit. Yellow's still lying 2, although it's a little bit less threatening now for Bernhard. Looks like he's calling a draw on there. Oops, another thing for Koch. Koch was yellow in the earlier game, and I'm not 100% adjusted to that. Anyway, here comes the stone. Getting somewhere. He's trying to call a guard here to try and junk up this little path right onto his shot rock. Looking good, and it'll end up right there. That's a wonderful shot. Well done, Steve Nolan. Sorry, wrong team. Well done, Missy Dowling. Nick calling a hit for Steve here. You either take out, there's 2 options here. Either one, you take out the guard, which is a totally reasonable thing, or you get the run back here and you can take out the guard and take out that shot rock in the back. We'll see what he does. If you know, it just sort of depends on how the thing goes. Anil sweeping to try and help the stone down. It looks a little wide here. I think they're just going to get the guard there. Yep. Ooh, are they going to get that back one? No, but they did clear out the guard. Not a terrible shot there for a second. It does force Mark to have to put that back up, and that's what he's doing. He's asking to put it in the house this time. The big thing there about putting it in the house versus not putting it in the house. In the house is, it's another guard that they have to deal with. It's another stone that's in play for points as compared to a stone that's not in play for points. And that is a big difference here. All right, Steve and Coberly's first shot. Coberly putting it in. Put her in there, put her in there. Looks good. A little bit of sweeping down. Now they're sweeping a lot more. Just start the curl here. One thing about these stones is that when they curl, they really move. But you gotta wait a minute. And oh, that's a perfect shot right there, right on top, and in the house as well. It makes it very tough for Nick. I don't think he can take here. And meanwhile, I say that as he immediately says, "I'm gonna take." So,
oh my goodness, what a situation.
He's gonna have to do that. Looks like he's taking that top one. I don't know if I agree with this shot. What do you think, Matt? Would you take the take here? I was thinking the draw.
I like the slightly heavy draw, hoping you can come in and bump it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And it looks like that's just what they got. Well, no, they're rolling off a bit more than they would have liked.
But they did
all the way out.
But they did take out that one in the middle, so that does do something. Bernhard's still lying 2 though, which is not bad. I'm gonna
bit light if they wanted to put this back, yeah. However, it stops out front. So yellow is still on for 2, which, even without getting anywhere near the center, might be just fine with them if paths are blocked up. But there's a bit of space on either side to come around and get in there. And that is what Catherine is going for. just went a touch too far to the back of the house there. It's biting, but it's only good for
There could be like
Alright. So, what do you, who's shooting right now?
We're on to Bernhard.
On to Bernhard.
So yellow remains with the 2 scoring. Red was just a bit heavy at the back. And that is going to also slide on through.
Yeah.
There is room to get in around that side, but not a ton.
You only need full A for 1. It's not so crazy to do that. And especially, Nick tried that his first shot, right? You missed?
yellow 6-2.
No, Nick has not shot yet. He's
Catherine who missed it? Oh, okay, so that was no mark first. Okay. Not bad. So Nick trying to curl around the outside here. If he can get there, that's a real opportunity. Alright, didn't quite get around. I don't know exactly what happened there. However, we just found out that there's a new club hanging, there's going to be a new trophy hanging at the Charlotte Curling Club. The Worst End Trophy. That was won by Mr. Mike Reed, the Cherry Tree Bonspiel out in Washington, D.C. Congratulations to everyone. And now Mark to throw his first. I think. Yep. Mark Bernhard.
No, this is his second. It's the last yellow of the end.
Last yellow of the
They
end.
all have one to follow. So the bettors are getting excited. Some of them looking for a yellow 3.
Red 1. That looks narrow. I don't know if it's getting around that guard. They're sweeping hard for the line here.
I think it's past the guard. Does it have the right weight to stop? I think it will.
Yellow 3 now. Yellow 3.
And there it goes.
Okay, yellow 3 in with a chance. Of course, red 1 still plenty possible.
That looks open. I'd hit that if I were them. I wouldn't try any of this draw crap. Just hit that, take your 1 and go home. You just need it. If you hit it nose, that's a pretty easy hit there. It looks wide open.
Oh, I don't think it's that open.
Yeah, we're not
You
yet.
don't think it's that open? Let's look at the house. Can't for a second. That doesn't help at all.
Yeah, the house is it's out front.
2 and 3.
For me, it looks like it's not behind that guard. Like, if you throw like a board to control weight,
But they don't get to throw from over there.
even so,
It's definitely open from sheet 1. So if they want to negotiate a little cross-sheet reciprocity,
yeah, but even so, you're right. I guess it's a
the
little.
display I would love to see. I think it's underutilized.
I guess you're right. It's a little overburied. Yeah, it doesn't look like what they're throwing. Catherine seems to be on the edge of the sheet. Looks like he's throwing a draw. He
Yeah,
needs.
there's plenty open on that side. As long as they get the weight right.
And
2 or yellow 3? What do we think? Or red 1?
And here we go. That looks heavy. I don't think it's getting there. That's not curling at all. Steven's sweeping it in the back.
Yellow 2?
And he's sweeping it through, and it'll be 2 for yellow.
No, we don't know. We don't know. It looks like 3. It looks like 3.
This is close. The real question is that yellow on the front. And as they're looking, Catherine's looking, Steven's looking. The real question here is you have that yellow one on the front, 12, and then you have those 2 red on the back. And we don't know exactly who's there. Looks like it's yellow 3, I think. Ooh, good start for Team Bernhard. And some very happy campers among the betting crew. I think that was...
Yellow 3.
Yellow 3, confirmed. And...
I'm going to do 3. How is she 3? Yeah, you want she 2 or she's 3? Okay, hold on.
And so, victory for yellow 3. Good job for the bettors. And now we move back to new end. Here comes Mike. Basula. It's always a tough one. Knowing Bernhard is in control right now, but if there's one thing you know about the Old Lang Syne, it's about swings. As Matt can say, it's been a swingy game. Worse was probably my game. We were at 4-0 after 3, and then we gave a 6-ender. Would not recommend, and we were not able to do that. And now Mike Sherry is currently actually on sheet 3, I believe. He is on sheet 3, and that could have been us if we hadn't blown it. But so it goes. Anyway, Anil to throw us first. 3 yellow.
I didn't get the right weight.
No.
Jonathan, do you know what time it is?
It is cookie time?
It's burger time.
Burger time.
Who's got hammer?
It will be. So, yellow, stealing 3 to take an early lead.
Yep. I was just saying, it doesn't really mean much at the Old Lang Syne. Actually, the most incredible comeback was Ryan Murphy's team was up 10-3 after 4 ends and managed to lose in extras, but still lose nonetheless.
I think when you frame it from the perspective of the team that was winning and then loses, not really qualified as a comeback.
Okay, they blew it.
A quick recap of second end action on the other sheets. On sheet 1, red stole 1 in the second end, 2-0. On sheet 3, red scored 2. No, red scored 3. And on sheet 4, yellow scored 2, so that is 2. So, honestly, pretty close.
Yep. And Anil to throw his second here. Looks like yellow sitting 1, red on 2. It looks like a takeout type weight. Can't say that for certain, but just sit on the hole there. And looks like he split the house. Granted, generally when you split the house, you don't want that stone in the middle there, but it is a very tough double for yellow, so it will make it tougher. Missy to throw. Missy and Steve are wearing the same curling stone jacket. I would say it's part of the gray aesthetic, except that the skip is clearly not really gray. And, you can't really call it a whole aesthetic if the skip's not part of it.
Well, the skip has to be distinguished.
The skip has to be distinguished. It's like the goalkeeper in
Like
soccer.
the goalkeeper or the libero.
Yeah. Nick looks like not throwing a take, or at least if it's a take, it's a very light take. That's a lot of broom.
Yeah, so Mark Bernhard is designated as the libero here, so he'll be free to move about the ice and throw his stones on any of the 4 sheets. So far is choosing to throw them all on sheet 2, keeping that option in his back pocket.
And light take here. That's not bad, actually. Didn't quite do exactly what we want. I think yellow still shot there, but red line 2, 3, 4. This is definitely a threatening position for yellow.
Yellow's a bit protected. Many of the hits in red wind up blocking against that red.
I think it would bonk that red, but even if you bonk that red, you're still line 2. So it's not so bad. But the double theoretically is there for yellow, which is what Mark's calling here. Or at least he's calling the hit. Whether or not it turns into a double, we'll find out. But at least getting there. Missy throw in. Normal weight, it looks
hit
like.
the nose of the front one.
The double is
It'll be very subtle whether it comes back into the other, and it does.
And sort of sticks there. Huh, wouldn't have guessed that one.
So the front red not all the way out, but not far enough that yellow is well too.
Nick calling the hit here for Catherine's first stone. I think it's Catherine's first stone. Nope, Steve's second. Whoopsies. And the shot. There's the hit. Normal weight. Ideally, you want to just roll on the inside a little bit. As long as you roll on the inside a little bit, everything will work out okay. And it looks like it's going to hit on the wrong side, but did clear it off. So yellow on line 1 again. Would you hit if you're yellow here? I think I'd draw.
When you eat.
I think if I were yellow on this end, I would not mind keeping things very clear. It's still only the 3rd end, so yes, but they might already start thinking about trading ones and keeping.
So you would have thrown a hit here as compared to that drop?
I would have considered it.
Okay. And the draw worked out very well. That's a very good shot. That's tough. Double's not really there. The sort of hack weight hit is there, like backline to hack. That's what Nick's calling. But I don't know. It's a tough one.
Okay, four yellows looking great.
And it's close. I think that's
gonna
miss
miss.
it. I think it's missing it.
Go by.
Yeah. I think a little bit too much broom on that. And now comes the guard. That makes sense. So the reason why you throw, so he's calling for a guard at the 12 foot on the far outside red circle there. The reason why you call for a 12 foot there is compared to something slightly higher. Mostly has to do with the draw back. So what you're worried about here is that if you go a little bit too high, they can always come on top of you. If you go a little bit deeper, it's much harder for them to for the red to actually get on top. The other thing is, the miss here is heavy, not light. And so if you're a little bit heavy and you happen to draw on top of that yellow one, it's not the end of the world. But you really don't want to be too light and allow red the opportunity to come back. Meanwhile, they say that as Steven throws it light and now gives red the opportunity to potentially hit that. So, you know, welcome to Club Curling. It does, however, guard that yellow, so that hit is no longer there. Looks like Nick is calling for the hit and roll. It's not a bad strategy. Losing that red on the outside there doesn't really matter at this point. It's probably not going to be a scoring draw. Unless something incredible happens. So the going for the oh, what happened to yellow? What happened to the red shot? I don't know. Okay, so missed it, and yellow sits 2 still. This is not turning out well.
We'd love to be able to give you a glimpse of sheet 3, where at the moment yellow is sitting 6 with 2 stones to throw.
Oh my god.
If we have an 8-ender that we can't put on stream, you'll just have to believe the cheering that you hear.
Alright. This is not Mike Sherry's first time where he's been up against an 8-ender, I will say. He had a game against my dad a couple years ago where he had to throw a draw against 7, and he did end up stealing 1 in that end. So this is, I won't say it's relatively normal, but it's not his craziest time. Sweep. He's missing. He's missing.
He did manage to knock out one of those yellows, so the 8-ender is off.
8-ender is off. Alright, meanwhile, in our featured sheet, Mark Bernhard about to throw his first stone. Line 2. I think he's looking for another draw here. Oh. Nick's first knocked off the guard. That looks narrow. I don't think that's getting past the guard. It is not getting past the guard. Not ideal for yellow. Although
they have a pair of center's guards, but there's plenty of room to come around.
Center's guards?
Center-ish?
No. I thought you were doing like attorney general sort of thing. Is it center's guard or center guards?
Well, how many centers do you see?
I'd say 1. Okay.
So going around the left, which is what was open by those guards being too center-ish, as we say. Do they get by it, or are they still gonna... Nope. Well, not too center to stop that.
I'd like to throw a second. That is that center yellow is very wide open.
They're gonna stick one right back in front of it.
I feel like the players throw a center guard. But the other option that Mark's looking at is you put it right on top. Because the advantage there is you're lying 3 all of a sudden. And you really force the issue here for Nick.
That's 3 yellow right now. Maybe 4 now.
3 or 4. It's close. All right, here's a shot. Here's a throw from Mark, and looks like he's throwing a draw. That looks very heavy. I think that's through. Are they going to be able to sweep that down? That's good.
No, it comes in taps.
Comes in and taps.
So yellow is on for 3. Red has paths to get in there and take their 1 step. But certainly high risk if they miss.
Very high risk. Looks like they're throwing the hit and roll here based on what Nick's throwing. I don't think the draw is there. I don't think you can throw that straight draw. I think you have to throw that hit and roll. No, even on that side, even on the far side there, on that right side, I don't think it's there. Because the issue is you got to get around the guard. You got to curl it a lot if you get around. I don't think you can do that as compared to the hit and roll, which I think is a little bit easier because it's flat essentially, right? And as long as you hit that yellow, it's the yellow in the center, it's pretty easy.
They're aiming for the hit and roll.
Yep.
They could well end up rolling behind the yellow though and still getting stolen.
That's true. It is a big deal because the difference between 7-0 and connection successful. Yay, go us. And Team Bernhard in a big position for Team Koch here. Of course, the thing to remember about AULD SYNE is that this is a tournament where there have been some wild swings. My team was down 5 in the 6th end, and we managed to get 2, then steal 3. Sorry, get 2 and then steal 2, to be down 1 coming into the last end in the 8th end, and well, we couldn't quite pull it out. Being down 5 and still being able to get 4 straight indicates the type of crazy curling that you will see here. So by no means is this game over. You should not turn that channel. Pick on another YouTube video? I don't know. How does it work that there aren't channels anymore?
Well, YouTube does have channels if you want to make it about the terminology.
Sure. Okay. Don't change that channel. So, here comes Emil with his first, and that looks wide. It looks wide. It looks through. Very through. Yep, through. Mark giving the cursory sweep. One thing that you see a lot more at the club level than you will at the Olympic level is the amount of sweeping from the skips. Not that they sweep that much in club level, but they sweep a lot more than they see at the Olympic level. Which I don't really understand. Because I think the Olympic level skips could sweep more if they wanted to. Anyway, here's Mike with the second. I will say, the biggest difference in this game so far, really, has been the lead stones. The lead for yellow has been immaculate, and the lead for reds have been a little bit iffy.
These yellow leads very light, but both in play as near center guards.
Yep, that's exactly what you're looking for when you're stealing. Alright. Coming around to sit in the house. Delivers his patented slide and spin. This one will be coming around the guards. Will the weight be just right? They're off. Will it go through? I think they were sweeping a little bit too much. I think that was for line. Yeah, it looked as though they were sweeping unnecessarily there, and this one did. I think that might have been for line. I think it had plenty of room on the side. I think you're right. Well, these are teams that don't necessarily know each other's tendencies that well. They just got together for this event, so might be some misjudging of the release angle. Definitely true. Something you definitely have to take into account here. Especially with Anil coming out of his slide. With body angles perhaps a bit different than some of the other players. Yep. And
And yellow's going to be another one high in the center. They are working furiously to get it over the hog line, which they do.
And red there. 2 in. Another chance here. Now it's Missy's turn to try and get 1 in. Sorry, Steve's turn to try and get 1 in. I think that looks heavy coming out of the hand, but hard to say from back here.
They're not going to sweep it as they did the previous. It's there on its own.
I think it's
too
through
far
on its own. I think it's through.
It'll stop.
I think it'll stop. Where? I don't know.
Okay, back 8.
Back 8. Shot rock. So the man who coined the term shot rock with the shot rock is of course Mike Sherry, who is currently on sheet 3. Fun Chicago Curling Club trivia for you. Alright, yellow trying to come back down on top of it. They're not sweeping out at all. Nick not really trying either. Oh, it looks like it's going to curl back on top of it. It will. And yellow moves a shot rock. Nick throwing the same shot. It's for Steve's second. Probably wants to be a little bit lighter. You wanna end up on the 4-foot there. Also, you want to end up in front of T-line. The problem being in back of T-line, of course, is somebody throws curl on top of you and becomes shot, as you just saw there with yellow and red. The and the moon.
Now if they're starting this end with yellow just having 3 high guards and red having nothing, red and yellow have started alternating, stacking them up in the house.
Yep. And red able to get right on top. Of course, the problem here again.
Yellow, of course, could come sit on that.
Right, being behind the T-line, that's exactly what could happen, and that's the shot that Mark's calling here. And it makes a lot
This
of...
will be the key spot, because sitting on top of it again, that would be ahead of the T-line. They would need to tap in.
Correct. So Stephen Koval's first shot. They're sweeping hard.
Will it be too narrow? Oh, it's coming across.
It's
Those guards are going to be
narrow.
trouble.
It's going to hit that guard. It's already on the guard.
Got a quad guard party out there. And one of them pops out a bit in front of that house stack. Still certainly possible to keep stacking on it, but they cannot be too narrow.
Yeah, and it looks like Nick's going to the other side here. It looks like he's calling for a draw on the other side. So he's already decided. That's too narrow for him. There we go. Catherine to throw. And that looks good. Oh, it looks light. The sweep skip coming out to sweep. Never a good sign.
Is it going to bite? I think it'll just get there.
I think it will bite. I don't think it'll do much more than that.
Well, it's a second counter right now.
No, it's not.
Oh, no, it's not. There's a Yellowstone in the 8.
There's Yellowstone in the 8, and there's a Redstone.
It's a third counter.
It's the 4th. It's 4. Anyway, looks like Mark's
We're
safely
gonna
on him.
come down, tap that red on the 4-foot, and hit that yellow 8-foot out.
Yeah. Anyway, Stephen Kovler throw a second. And that looks narrow to me. Nope, they're saving it. Just gonna hit nose.
It would have loved to be a touch more inside and get to roll into the house, but they'll take it.
Yeah, I think that's touching.
It's touching.
But it is for a shot. If you were Nick, I feel like you either want to go around on the outside again for a second shot, or you go the other side. I think going the other side makes a lot of sense because you're afraid that if you hit that, it's there. Yeah, it looks like it's going the other side here. That's a very lazy
put the broom down. Maybe.
But that's also, I think, a little bit of my bias coming in. Sweep! Sweep! Nope, we're about in the yellow. Never mind, I'm wrong. Oh. Is that gonna hit? Yeah, that's a great shot.
Okay.
Beautiful shot by
So red
Cal.
figured if yellow doesn't want to come down and keep sitting on that alternating stack, we'll just take the spot ourselves.
Yep. And there's two. That's exactly the sort of comeback you want if you're Team Koch or Cook or Koch or whatever. So that's good.
It looks like Team Red right there.
Meanwhile, on sheet 3, yellow is somehow lying 3 again.
So to give you a quick tour of the other action, on sheet 1, Team Gottschalk continued the trend. They've scored 1 in each of the first 3 ends. On sheet 3, Team Dixon with the yellow didn't quite wind up scoring a 6, but they got a 5 out of that end, so they now lead 6-3. And on sheet 4, have they put the score for the third end up? It was 2-1, and we'll update that once they do.
Yep. And it looks like they're coming around this way too, yellow, trying to get on top of that yellow red and essentially cut them down.
So yellow with their lovely cluster of 5 guards up top, or 4 guards and a biter. Looking to put something more in the house.
Again, I
This
think
is going to come hit the guard party.
Guard party. What do you think? Guard party better or worse than Mario Party?
Better.
Better?
You know, globular clusters are sometimes cited as the second most massive gravitationally bound objects that we know of in the universe.
Oh, good to know.
Where do guard clusters rank?
I don't know.
It of course depends on how you count things like filaments and walls.
Right. I'd also say it depends on how likely it is are your back end throwing light.
So red, confident that they can get around the gravitational force of that yellow cluster and put a 4th one in the house, which would potentially be 3 counting for them.
Correct. I don't think there's really a way for them to get rid of that yellow. So.
If they did it just right, they could hit it on the inside and then roll into the house. I think they'd be happy to leave it there.
Yeah. And it definitely looks like there's enough weight. Whether the line is there, TBD.
Oh, they're just going to go right in between. Tap off it, maybe?
Sweep.
No, it wasn't hard enough to get deeper in there. They're biting, but that's not going to score.
Yeah.
So red does get on the board here with 2.
Is that hammer? I don't think that's hammer. That would become more.
No, red has hammer. Oh, but there's one more stone freeze. Yes.
Right.
Just kidding. No one has scored.
I was saying, I thought there was one more. I'm not crazy.
So yellow might find a way to put this through that slightly now widened port near the button, which could make it tough for red.
We'll make it tough for it. Oh boy.
They also have and I can't remember. Very good. No,
That's been Lorna's front end the whole time. Lorna and that's like.
No, I'm talking about Carrie.
Oh.
Taking his time lining up this final shot, he would love to sneak through the right side port to the button.
shot here? I'm very confused by this.
They want to get through the port and get towards the button. I think they might have needed to... No, it's online. But it needs to give it a little bit more. Not
Oh
really
no! Oh no, you can't get off on that side. And some of the bettors are very happy because yellow got off on that stone a little bit early.
I'm not really sure why they didn't go for sweeping that a bit further.
Yeah, it easily was sweeping, could have gotten to be in the forefoot.
It looked early on as though they would want to get it a bit farther.
Yeah.
Even if it wound up towards the back of the four, just getting it buried behind there.
Yeah. And I mean, giving up and forcing the issue here, even if you're a back four and you give up one here, it's not so bad. You're up 6. You can deal with that.
But as it is, red's sitting 2, and they still have those. So they're looking for options to get a third.
Right. I think the answer here is you gotta
try the left side draw, maybe? They're contemplating.
That's what I would try. It's not going to cause any harm because if you're throwing T-weight, even if you accidentally hit that yellow biter / guard at the top of the house, it's not going to go far enough that you're going to mess up your own house. And if you get it right, you can get a third, and you only need to touch 4. You don't need to really be that strike, that tough. So it makes sense to me. Because the goal, of course, on a shot like this, especially when you're lying 2 and down a lot, is first do no harm. It's basically the Hippocrates oath of curling, and I think red will be able to do that. Here's a shot from Nick.
It's well to the outside.
Yeah.
Getting around should not be a problem.
The question is,
Sweepers are watching it. Will it have the right weight?
That looks heavy. Looks very heavy.
No, I think it's
not going to come back.
Yep.
2 red.
It's in the house, but not closer than it was.
Yep. Alright, well, red's on the board. And I think Adam Baxter's in the money again. Good luck for Adam Baxter so far.
Three yellows alive, one red is probably not alive. Are you trying to nose double?
I think he's just trying to hit.
Nose triple?
He's just trying to hit the yellow.
Okay.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
He's got him sweeping all the way. Chip. Okay. 2 yellow. I think it's 2 yellow, right? No, 2.
Some Dixon on sheet 3 that just had the big end of 5 was on for several, and with their final shot, red just tried to take some of them out, and yellow still managed to steal 2, so they're going to add to that lead. They're up 8-3.
Dear Halloween community, dear Chicago.
Alright. Oh, not bad on the start. Well, we're halfway through the game. You have to say Team Bernhard is, of course, the favorite here. But, can't really count on anybody all that time. Too much random. All it takes is one good end, and everything's back to normal. By back to normal, I mean basically good.
Sheet 1 meanwhile has continued its streak, with red scoring 1 again and leading 4-0 after 4.
The red, sheet 1, red taking the very literal course of wanting them to death. Well done to the goth children of wanting the King Cross to death. Of course, if you name yourself Cross, that's what you're going for. And on sheet 3, Team Dixon taking 2 more off Team Sherry. And on sheet 4, still haven't hung the score yet. But it's close.
They hung the score for the third end, so...
Team Longy leads Team Zeisler 4-2.
Oh, and we've now put up the fourth end score, and it's 4-3.
4-3 for Team Longy. All the President's men doing what they're supposed to be doing. And looks like a hit here. And nice. Folds and rolled out. Good shot there by Mike. I gotta talk to him. I wonder if he wants to be a lead on a Tuesday night team. Mike. So, Nick looking at, I don't know what he's looking at there. I guess that's a promote? Would you say that's a promote based on that broom?
Yes, I would.
Alright, promote.
So red's just on the top of the house, slightly farther than yellow, and they want to promote their house into a hotel.
Exactly.
Which doesn't really count as a promotion anywhere other than
Yeah.
Looks as though they're coming to it not quite the ideal angle. It is in there farther, so it's now shot back. But still rather front and rather exposed.
Rather exposed, I think, being more important than rather front here. Missy to
Yellow
take
is
that.
going to just come down to it,
No,
hopefully on the inside and roll behind.
They're not coming down to it. They're taking that out. Ideally, on
Down
the
to it
inside.
in that side.
Yeah. Whether or not they end up rolling in, probably.
Looks as though they have the angle. Maybe too far inside. Nope.
I think they got their own
hit the
stone
wrong
in the
red
end.
one. Well, that was a promotion for the other side.
That is useful. Now Red's lying 2, and Nick's trying to throw another one in the house. If you can get that.
So red wants to split and have one buried behind the right side there. In addition to the one they have semi-buried in the back 4.
No, they won't throw it here. Anyway.
Looks as though they might come down and hit that yellow.
Yeah. That's a little wide. Although if you can get it behind, it's not the worst shot in the world. Because you're still lying 3. That's not useful at all. Oh, actually, wait. Are they guarding their shot rock? Well, he's throwing back line at it.
I thought he was pointing to where he wanted it to wind up, and that was actually the broom placement for that shot.
Yeah. Mark throwing back line at this.
It certainly seems to me that wanting to bury it on the right side of the house was a reasonable possibility.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Now yellow is...
They're throwing backline weight at this, so the idea is that
No,
Missy...
it's going to tap, so it's not going to go through.
The question is, can Missy do enough to knock this out? Because that was the shot. That's the called shot. Oh, that's a gorgeous shot. Well done. Very nice shot by Missy Dowling there. That's exactly what they wanted, and they got it, and that's exactly what you're looking for.
But that was by Missy Dowling.
And Catherine to throw it first.
They're trying to just follow it and do more or less the same. That's going to be wide, though, if that's the idea.
That looks heavy. I don't know if it's wide, but it is heavy. They're sweeping. I don't know if they're sweeping 4. I guess it's light. That's not
I
gonna
guess
hit.
they're just going to sit there.
And
Okay, not enough to knock it away, but maybe they just wanted to sit in front of
they're
it.
sitting in front of it. If you can hit this nose, you're fine. If you hit this anywhere off nose, it's a real struggle because you might end up accidentally hitting that yellow, and that's a little scary.
Hitting it left side is also fine.
Yeah, that's true. But it's still not the ideal. Alright, here's a shot.
Crossing.
It's going the wrong way.
No, it should get enough.
I think it'll be okay.
It's not staying in, but it is doing the job of getting that out without disturbing the run.
Yep. Mission accomplished. Yeah, Nick calling for a draw here. So Catherine, you should throw a little bit more
Yeah,
weight.
they're going to try to
Freeze.
replace very similarly, just sit right on top of it.
Right. You just
Get
want to
even closer.
you want to freeze on top of that yellow because the idea is that if you freeze on top, then they can't hit you out, which makes a lot of sense to me, especially when you're down as much as they are. You really want to. You need to play a little bit more aggressively without the hammer.
This again looks a bit wide to me, but that's what I thought before.
This looks heavier.
That's what you thought before.
It's true. And
And it's going to be almost the same, just a bit short of the previous.
yep. And yellow's still
Which
alive.
means more room to hit it out without worrying about their own. As long as they don't hit the right side of it.
And also, just as importantly, yellow's flying 1 here. Yellow could ignore this if they wanted to.
It looks as though they're taking it out though.
They are. But it is in fact a possibility. Oh boy, that's curling more. I think it's just going to be
It's
nose.
okay. They're going to hit it back.
Oh, that's
And
great.
they roll under, and that's a very nice result for them sitting too.
Alright, Nick,
Of course, red can still come down on top of them again.
Nick doing the same thing, trying to roll on top. You'd think 3rd time's a charm here. But it doesn't really work that way in curling. It tends to be 6 or 7 times the charm, and you don't usually get 6 or 7 shots at something.
If you're playing mixed singles,
If you're playing mixed singles, that's fair. Can you play mixed singles? Does that involve you changing your own gender?
there are other things you could mix.
That's fair.
Throw some of them backwards. Well, they're happy with the way arrows. The sweepers are not touching. Is it going to come down and sit on top like the previous? Might be a bit more than that.
They're sweeping now. I think they're sweeping for a line. Now wait, that was a little heavy.
Is it staying? Yes, it doesn't. Taps and just rolls a couple of shots.
Yeah, it's still shot rock though.
It is shot rock, but it is not sitting in front of the yellow and could be bouncing.
Awesome.
Yes.
Looks like yellow is going to try to just smash that on the nose
Yep,
and be on for 3.
exactly.
Red really would have liked to stay more on top of that yellow or roll the other way.
You would really want if you're ready. You really want to freeze. Anything that's not a freeze. The problem is then you're wide open to be hit. When they shot on a freeze. Wide open to be hit.
This might be going wide. Will it make contact?
I think if they make contact, it might not be good though.
Oh no.
Well, it did its job.
It promotes so that yellow is shot. I think only
I think
first
it-
though. I think red is second.
You think red is second? It's close.
He caught that an awful lot on the side. Almost any other angle would have gotten it out of there.
Nick throwing the draw again. Here you could almost If you want it, throw a little bit heavier. Because you can get on top of your own rock and be shot. As well as their rock. And let's see what Nick does. That looks good. The gamblers have found another game, it looks like.
Again, I think it's wide.
Here, it looks heavy. I don't know if it's wide, but it is heavy. Boy,
That is through.
that is through. I wonder if this is it. If yellow hits this red, that's 3 yellow. It's 9-2. Do you shake here? I shake.
There's too much at stake to give up early.
That's fair. Also, isn't this a loud game?
The loud game?
L out. If you lose, you're out. I think they're getting it. I think Bernhard got it. Oh no, he's missed it. Wait. 2 yellow.
They don't add a third, but they do get their second back in.
Yeah. So 8-2. Whew. It's not a close one.
9-2, you would have given up. At 8-2, you're still in the fight, right?
Exactly. There's a big difference between 6 and 7. Also, in fairness, you're playing back for the 6th end anyway, because you have 2 options. The first option involves having to move the stones back. The second option involves throwing them, and it's your lang syne, so you might as well throw them back. And considering I'm at the next draw at 8:15, you're not stopping me from playing. Alright. Mark, Bernhard.
No, it's the 6th end. This is the end where we are going to be awarding bonus points to the team that throws the shot involving the most rocks. So, watch out for that.
Wait, the shot involving the most rocks? So
It's going to be worth 1 whole point.
is that you mean in terms of
The
hits
total
the most
number of
rocks?
rocks that are hit,
Oh, okay, sure.
directly or indirectly on the cascade, yes. That will
Awesome.
be with a point at this end.
All right. That is an important thing to know. And that looks in.
Yellow starting off with top of the house.
Red trying to get to the corner there.
Red looking as though they're going to clear it out. If we don't set up any guards and just start trading off early, that will disappoint possibilities of those many stone cascades.
It will. But you know, the first double does become then the team that will most likely
This is
win.
not looking like a hit. This is just going to come in and sit.
Yeah, well, they were calling the draw. Nick was calling the draw there. I think that's through.
Yeah, it's in their shot rack.
No, yeah. Very shot rock. I think Mark's calling the hit here. Yep.
So which team is more into the bonus game?
Does the other team know about the bonus game?
Okay, 1 yellow and 1 red. 2 red.
We have a bunch of people coming around. Anyway, here's a shot. Looks like it's a hit. I think they're gonna make it. I think it's gonna roll out. No, it's not. Nice nose. Beautiful shot. And yellow's line through.
to sheet 4 before they shoot. Sheet 4, sheet 4, sheet 4. Sheet 4 this time. They just do the first rock.
Alright, there we go.
Red has hammer.
Sorry, I'm currently having dinner, so if you don't hear from me as much, it's because I'm eating. Oh, she's got the steak here. Anyway, red line 2, or yellow line 2, sorry. Mark to throw. Mark's team to throw. Is it Missy right now, Matt? Oh man, not good for Nick. I guess you gotta throw it. You gotta throw a double here. It's there. That's a tough one.
Yet another end with yellow sitting 2 and having 2 more stones in play.
Yep. It's one of the things where you really don't think about it, right? Because so much when you look at some higher level hurling, you're like, well, it's all about the back end. But really, good front end play can really change a game. We can really see in a game like this.
They're going for the double hit. They're going to get just a single hit.
Yep.
So very poor showing for the bonus game pool.
Very much so. Anybody even gotten 2 stones? Ricochet?
Not yet. I suppose the peanut gallery could play those bonus games as well.
They could. Here's a draw. I don't think it's going to get there. Well, they're not sweeping right now, so it probably isn't. Doing at the end there for a curl. Damn, nice. Not a very nice shot. Second shot. Guess Nick's going to try and clear out the guards here. This is excellent.
Koch succeeds to take out one of them, leaves the other there, and the ball is still shot. Meanwhile, sheet 1 still has not put up a score on the board from end 5.
They are on N6. Never mind. it's going to get passed. Well, 3, 2. Yep, 2 yellows still. It's tough. Alright. Catherine for a shot. I need a napkin. Nope. Oh, wait. No.
But we do have a new leader in
That's true.
the Cascade round. 3 stones involved in that hit.
A new leader.
It was our unexpected high for this round.
Yep.
They may have made the strategic decision. If they can't score on the ice, they'll take their bonus point.
Yep. Important.
It's all part of the game.
How part of the game? You gotta play for the bonus point. Oh man. Alright. And here's his first shot for Mark. He's line 2. I think the drop. What I can tell. Anyway.
Meanwhile, the background cheering has moved away from the ice a bit.
Yep.
And onto the dice,
How about the dice?
which is, of course, just a small extension from ice. And therefore relevant.
Guys, you guys got work. Look, it's all about that D, right? And
Yellow in sheet 2, just adding another gardish. Pretty well closed off
Actually, that
left
ties
center
it.
path.
that ties it though.
They did involve 3 stones. They're not even allowing red the bonus point.
Yeah.
Now red might be looking at going for the hitting back their center stone into the yellows to knock them out, which could both reclaim the bonus points and earn the possibility of scoring penalty points.
Correct.
And then sheet 1, they have taken down the scoreboard entirely after 1-1-1-1 something.
I guess the game's over.
Always concede.
Yep, they're starting to sweep. Sheet 1, they're coming off. I think it's a win for the Goth children.
And on sheet 4, Team Zeisler has come back, stealing one in the 5th end to tie it for all.
Can the President's men come back? Historically, when you talk about all the President's men, it usually means no. Alright, here's the shot here for... comes in. Wow, that... 1, 2, 3... Oh, they get the bonus point back. Red gets the bonus point back.
It was just 3, not 4.
That was 4.
Oh, so yes, they have.
Because I believe it
possession of
touched. I believe it touched that. You were that red. I believe it touched one of those guards. So yeah. Right. One more thing, and then the rest goes to my dad.
I think they're just trying to get
Some dice have definitely been rolled.
Yep. Dice has definitely been rolled. So let's see what's going on here. And they got a sweep. They really got a sweep here.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. No. It's heavy.
That worked fine to tap red out of there.
Yeah, that's 3 yellow. Moving this here. The rest of this goes to my dad. By the way, I saw mac and cheese and I saw pasta salad. Is that pasta salad that the other thing you had? Okay, that's fine. It's all good. Alright. We are sorry that we can't show you a slightly more interesting game because there are 3 or 4 other more interesting games on the ice. And by 3 or 4 I mean 2. But, unfortunately, we are bound by the contract that we signed to never show the president on the stream, that we cannot do that.
And they've just thrown a stone through a mostly empty house, which may aid Zeisler's continued comeback.
Yep.
I'm going to try to set something up to steal one stone in the front of the house right now. Just a couple left to throw.
Nick to throw his stone. His first stone or his second stone? One of those two. I think it's his hammer. And he needs to get in to get there. He's not going to do that.
It's going to come up short.
Yep. 3 yellow and game, set, match for Team Bernhard, I assume.
They're shaking.
They're shaking. They're shaking. Congratulations to Team Bernhard on the victory. So we shall see what we can do in terms of seeing the other games.
What's so fun is just What's so fun is just stones.
Oh boy. Yeah. Not much we can do. Sorry about that. Anyway, we'll leave you for now. Congratulations to Mark Bernhard on his victory.
Sheet 3 is at 8-5. And what was the score on the 6th end?
Yeah, I haven't buzzed yet.
So it's
Yellow got
either-
something. Yellow got something is all I got. Yellow got a score. We'll find out in a second. Because Kim's going to throw the first one, and then Ellen will probably post the score for Yellow. But Yellow is throwing the lead stone, so you know that means they scored.
Yes. So they're going to be up at least 4.
One yellow! One yellow! It's on its way, Elliot. Mike stole the food from the dog.
And the Zeisler fans on sheet 4 with something to cheer about.
And
They
two for Yellow on sheet 3, so it's 10-4, 10-5. So they're up 5. That's where they are. And it'll be close over on sheet 4. Anyway, we will end the broadcast here because we can't really show you the games, so what's the point?
Control, and then end up over here. I did too.
Well, we can do that or we can draw. Okay, let's go. Wait a room. Oh, oh, oh.
Not coming down, so I guess hang off of it. It's the hit and roll. Hit and roll.
All right. You can see all of it? Okay, let's hit it. Normal?
Probably fine if you just keep it there. That was just a hot pile of garbage.
Great shot at it.
I think this is what I need to do. I can't do that stupid thing, but it's something how my take that.
If you do that, you could tap that. You could go wait and knock it over. And if you draw it here, then that goes out. I don't know how we're going to do it, but that's just what I'm thinking.
All right. Well, what do you think then? Try to capture this?
I think so.
Like hit it into that, or try to promote it? You haven't been down that side at all.
Yeah. I mean, if you hit it, we're going to bounce here.
All right. How about a control?
Okay, let's do that. I love it.
And hit it like here on the 3.
Yep.
Spit that out. Hopefully it goes correct. Like that?
I love that. By the way, everybody inside is just hoping we get 2 so there's more draws, right?
I know. After dinner betting.
Oh, fuck them kids. Come on. I'll do the big room. Okay, go get the big room. We need more.
What can you play now?
Yeah, I would agree. Are you a beer or a cocktail person? Oh, yeah. I'll have a. Yeah, I think you understand. Well, the blended one, it's still on the way. He's still better.
Yeah. Oh, I know him.
I'm done, so I'll just go with you.
Okay.
Who's early up there? Go get that medal.